Good afternoon. We are going to call our special meeting to order to address our public hearings this evening. At this time, our clerk will read the roll.
Boys.
Here.
Connor. Davis.
Here.
DeShazier.
Present.
Fusco. Garrett.
Present.
Hannah.
Present.
Hardy. Kamer. Lombardo. McKittrick. Amobian.
Present.
And Somerville. All members are present except for Councilman Hardy and Councilman Kamer.
Okay. We do have 4 items that are up for public hearing, and our clerk will read in item number 1.
Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, February 26, 2024, during the special council meeting at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to construct an addition to a gas station at 745 East Archwood Avenue. This notice was advertised in the Akron Beacon Journal on February 10th and on the Akron City Council website beginning February 8th.
Okay, thank you. We're going to open up our public hearing. Do we have anyone here in the audience who wishes to speak? Do you want to swear in first?
Would you like the zoning manager to give a description before we move on to the public hearing?
Sure. I was going to swear them in, but that's fine.
All right. Thank you, Madam President, members of council. Ram Kumar Venkat is proposing to construct a 1,900 square foot addition onto the north end of the existing gas station convenience store building. The addition will allow the petitioner to make room for a larger cooler, which will allow for the sale of fresh fruits and vegetables to supplement the bread, eggs, and dairy already offered by the store. Furthermore, the petitioner intends to add new public restrooms, lease space for cell, telephone, and internet provider, and a future ghost kitchen with lease space. The addition will feature a walk-up window that will look out on a seating area for patrons. 2 additional parking spaces will be added with the removal of an existing curb apron. Prior to this submission, the petitioner had applied for a conditional use for a drive-through addition. However, it was found that significant changes would need to be made to the property and that the parcel itself was too small to comfortably accommodate the drive-through traffic. The planning staff is of the opinion that this proposed addition was a right-sized improvement which will serve the neighborhood while enhancing the value of the property, and planning staff recommends approval, subject to conditions. The Planning Commission recommended disapproval. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Antonucci. Do we have anyone here in the audience who wishes to speak in favor or against item number 1? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? If you'll please stand at this time so that you may be sworn in by our clerk.
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Owner of this property. We worked with our next door neighbor on land, and we see as an opportunity to extend and especially to keep the storage as well as to keep the future ghost kitchen. Reason is we are referring that most of our customers are walk-in customer. They don't have a car, they cannot go. So our customers we are closely working with them. They asked us, okay, let's have that. And one more part is what we did is, as I explained this morning, they looking for hard food, okay? That we are not going to run the full kitchen. We are going to give the community, we see a lot of good chefs. Even we tried some prototype model. They love the kitchen, they love the food, what in local community bring it. That's where we thought it a different way. Why don't we can keep it in a different structure, make a faces available. It's the same faces, give it to the community. They can come, they can prepare, they can give a sell of food, or they can prepare in their location. They can sell from that, the same community. Yes, I heard some of the concern earlier might be security. We are not going to extend the hours of the business. Even this business we got in 2019. Before that, this business was running 24/7. Due to considering other issue, before 2019, there was a lot of shooting. We heard there is some issues there. But what we did it, the first thing is always I did it, security of an employee, security of customers are very important. So I did it, no midnight business. We are closing the business last 3 years in 11 o'clock. Only Friday, Saturday, we are having it 2 o'clock. Even this extension, we are not going to extend the business hour. It's the same business hour. It's just adding the additional item for our customer who are regular members coming to the store. And other part is to not only, apart from this done, we done a lot of renovation in the store especially. First thing is I did it, enhanced all the lighting outside, entire canopy, entire the street, paveway, and also a lot of investment on done in the cameras especially. In my lot of cameras outside in the camera, high secure camera with through the cloud, our Akron police are monitoring, and most of time they are, whatever pass through, any crime happen, neighborhood, other area, they come and refer, hey, I want to see any cards or pass through number. So they have access. That's where we are thinking. I come from, technically, sorry to add it, come from the IT background. So adding all the features, what are the innovation, we can bring it and simplify the system so everybody can run. When I started the business, I started as a passive income, side and do what I can do. I used to work every day. I work a lot of operational. Then I just innovated a way to simplify. I'm not even coming to the store very often. The stores are running very smooth. It's adding more customer and helping them. And in security perspective, I add one point. Yes, my revenue was, the earlier owner had a very good revenue compared with what I did last 2 years. I reduced it purposefully, closing the midnight, and purposefully we said for the no customer, if they are behaving and not good, don't come to our places. You're not welcome. Our intent is, I want to be a part of a community. That's the things I want to bring it here. Any questions?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak in favor? We're just going to ask if you can be sworn.
I have to be
before-
sworn, ma'am,
Yes.
and I have my heartfelt apologies. The traffic around the University of Akron, I did not.
It's okay.
I should have known better, and I am truly, truly sorry.
No problem.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, "I do."
I do.
Thank you.
Who is my audience?
This is council.
The council. May I approach the bench?
We would like for you just to give your remarks right there at the podium, if that's okay.
Well, I have.
Do you have some drawings?
I have draw. Yes, I'm an architect. I like to draw.
Do we have a place in which they can?
There is an easel behind you that I used earlier today.
And we're going to see if we can get you a mic.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? No.
It's fine for me. It's okay. It's okay.
This microphone? Okay. This is the current gas station, this building right here with the pumps in the island. This is Archwood Avenue. This is Inman Street. Behind the gas station was a single-family residence that burned. It must have been at least 25 years ago because Verizon, or somebody like Verizon, bought the property and put a 100-foot cell tower right there. So, we have an orphan lot. I don't know of many people who want to live with a cell phone tower in their backyard. So this would never be a single-family residence lot again. My clients bought the orphan lot from the land bank, Summit County Land Bank, with a promise to develop the property. They came here earlier last year with a proposed beverage drive-through, and the logistics, basically the city turned them down, lack of parking, egress, traffic situations. Then I came onto the scene, and maybe take a little closer look to the building here. This is the lot in question, and this is a very majestic 100-year-old maple tree. I'd say probably 3 to 4 feet in diameter. It was probably the greatest tree in the front yard, a great tree to climb on when you were a kid. I decided to keep that tree. I have moved my parking back to allow the tree, and I'm also going to plant a row of arborvitae to screen our project from the neighbors. What we have here is here's the existing store. We're going to add cooler space for more fresh vegetables, milk, dairy, eggs. We want to be a destination for pedestrians. This is more or less a food desert. It's probably miles from a nearest grocery store. So it's a convenience store, and we want to be a convenience. When I walk through this store, you can't get on the bag of potato chips in here. It's stacked to the rafters with food. They need to expand. Business is good. They want to serve hot food. So we're going to have a walk-up window, sell ice cream, hamburgers, hot dogs, and have an outdoor dining area below the majestic maple tree. We want potential for a ghost kitchen for things like Domino's Pizza, drive order. They may not have a physical location. They cook elsewhere and they deliver by the internet. We want that option. We also have space for a telephone vendor. People can recharge their phones. And essentially, we're trying to be a good neighbor. I never got a chance to talk to the people who were upset with us last time. But it's been my experience that neighborhoods don't stay static. If they're not going up, they're going down. And the way they go up is when people invest. My clients are willing to invest probably $250,000, $300,000 into the neighborhood. With your permission, we can do it. Any questions?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Oh. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
I've tried to do a very welcoming building with a broad awning to keep the lighting down, first of all, and provide shelter for our customers, and to keep the snow away from the building.
Okay. Well, thank you. Do we have anyone else here that wishes to speak in favor or against? Okay. Against? Would you please approach the podium? Are they sworn in? And we're just going to ask that you be sworn in before you give your remarks.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, "I do."
I do.
Thank you.
Well, everything these guys are saying sounds nice, doesn't it? If they were really from that area.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Could I have your name for the record,
Jeffrey
please?
Fraze, 1127 Inman Street.
Thank you.
My dad's property sits basically on the opposite side of Inman, directly across the street from the gas station. We have all kinds of trash and debris blowing over from this gas station. Everything like I just said, everything they said sounds nice. You know what I mean? We're going to do better for the community, do this and that, and that's not how it works over there. These people don't live there. We have to live there every single day. You know, trying to build a drive-through or a 24-hour service window, all that's going to do is just generate the crime rate. It's already crazy over there. I've seen people pulled out of their cars at gunpoint, their car stolen, and sped out of that gas station a couple years ago. I've seen people get hit, drugs rampant over there, rampant. You can't even go in that gas station and walk out and be there 45 seconds and then someone will offer you something coming out of that gas station. The gas station there is fine. You guys are making great money off that gas station. You're selling gas, and that does help the community, and people do have to go to work, you know what I mean? But them trying to add this drive-through, there's walk-up window, so someone can go get a blunt at 3 or 4 in the morning and turn around and get a fight with someone across the street from the bar, you know what I mean? It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. And for you, hold on, for you to say, we're gonna serve the community fruits and vegetables, when you walk out of the door of the gas station, 25 feet to the right is the old Dairy Mart building. There's a Vietnamese family. They've been in there almost 20 years, if not 20 years. And as soon as you walk in the door, it's an open market of fruits and vegetables. It's just wide open, and they've been serving the community there for 20 years. It sounds too far-fetched of an idea. It sounds to me like just more profit, and they're saying it's going to help the community. That's not going to help the community out over there. That being an outside open area to try and have food underneath a maple tree, that's more trash in my dad's front yard. We don't need that. I'm out there, 3-4 times a year, 50-gallon trash bags, filling up 3 or 4. I've had to put up an additional fence in the side yard property. I was talking to Madison Stevenson earlier on the phone for about 25 minutes. She did email me a petition. I'm going to go out around the neighborhood, get a petition signed for everyone, send that back in to the council. It sounds like a good idea, but it's not. Like I said, I'm out there picking up trash 3-4 times a year. My dad's got bullet holes in the side of his house from people shooting out of that gas station. Someone chased someone, 9 months ago, somebody chased someone out of the side of the gas station going up Inman Street. They shot backwards, and 3 bullet holes went right above his side door. He could have walked out of his side door and been shot and killed. So, it's bad over there in that area, but all this stuff that they're saying to add to help out the community, that's not going to make anything better for the community over there. Them investing this a little bit of money into that gas station. Well, I'm sorry, not a little bit, $250,000, $500,000, what he just said. But you know what I mean. It's a nightmare over there. And them doing this is not going to improve the situation at all. It's just going to make the crime level go up. So, I oppose. I'll always come down and oppose. That's just me. I got to take care of my 70-year-old dad. So, I apologize to you, sir, respectfully. I understand you want this contract to make money. I understand that. I got bills too, man. You know what I mean? I really, truly do understand that. And you got to make money too. But to be honest with you, how much time have you spent at that gas station? I've lived there for over 30 years. How much time have you really spent over there? Because if you really stood there for an hour, you'd get in your car and leave and probably not come back. It's that bad over there. All of what you're saying is to try and gain yourself a profit. I understand, man. I got bills too. But, this has been denied before, and hopefully and respectfully it keeps getting denied because it's not a good idea to do this over there. And I understand, sir, you want to make more money, but you are already making enough money off the gas, bro. Come on, man. You're making enough money down there. So they can say what they want to say, but trying to add this addition on is a horrible idea. Somebody burnt the house down. You just said that they bought the house next door. Somebody, whoever, burnt the house down behind the gas station. Was it on purpose to turn a profit? How do we know? I don't know. I have no idea, but let's all think about that, So again, is this really a good idea? Probably not. There's too much drama down there, and trying to add something on like this is just going to create more crime. A walk-up window that people can go up in the middle of the night, that's a terrible idea. And it's sad that my 70-year-old dad has to put up with this. It's an absolute nightmare over there. He should not have to deal with this. And again, I understand you guys are trying to make more money, more money, more money. We all need more money. We're all in that position in life. Everybody needs more money. But to what extent? It's not helping out the community, and all the people around there are against it. So again, I've talked to Madison today. I got a petition. I'm going to go around and get it signed for everyone and send it back down. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Do we have anyone else here in the audience who wishes to speak against? So we're just going to ask that you be sworn in, and if you can just give us your name for the record.
My name is Joe Spiegel, yes, and I do.
Do you swear, could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
I've lived there for almost 70 years, and all that crime used to be up on Lover's Lane. And they tore down the bars up there. I'm sure some of you guys know Dave Bryant worked up there at that store. They tore that store down. Eh, Now it's coming down there on Archwood, you know. If you go down there to that gas station any weekend, you'll see that parking lot is filled up at 3 o'clock in the morning from the bar across the street. I mean, it's a terrible idea to try to do anything down there. I don't know what else I could say. You know, I mean, the crime used to be up on Lover's Lane in Inman. They tore down that Jimmy Dean's, they tore down Melandi's, they tore down the grocery store where Dave Bryant worked, and it's all come down to Archwood. Well, I mean, where's it gonna go after that? Pinky's is getting ready to open up. That guy wants to have a pizza shop, you know, whatever. They were open for a long time and they closed down. And it's like I said, you can go down there any weekend and see what's going on Friday, Saturday night. It's unbelievable at 3 o'clock in the morning. Unbelievable. The gas station parking lot is filled up. I wonder what will happen if there's a walk-up window. Thank you.
Thank you so much. At this time, we're going to close our public hearing. Les, the petitioner, did you have something else you wanted to say?
Yes, Council Ma'am, I want to share, thanks for the comment. So I just want to share a couple of my update feedback based on what I hear from the two gentlemen. One thing he said, gas station is not open 2 o'clock. It was before like 24/7. We cut down. There is no window sale. Third, I like to inform that he was referred some gun shooting. There is no gun shooting in or around the gas station. It is some of the liquor, the bars, they're opposite other end of the street. That's what is there. And third part is even to control that, police, Akron police using their cameras, what we install across our stores, they are monitoring. And we are not having anybody allowing to stay in the gas station after we closed. Then other point I like to highlight that Mr. Gentleman highlighted there is a garbage. We have a 3-member team, especially they are keep cleaning the store in our own. But something there in their houses, I think their house, 2 houses across the street from the gas station. So something there, it could be on the street, not from the gas station. So we are pretty much make sure, and not only we cleaning our gas station, the land, we got it recently. Last 5 years, we deliberately put our time and money. We did the grass cutting. We are maintaining the neighborhood. The next door neighbor never complained. He said, good, you guys are taking care of my property together also. Thanks for that. That's the kind of feedback we got it. I really understand from their shoes. Even if I'm there, I may also worried. But value what we added to respecting our customers, I don't see that way. And other major point, I hear it's making money. It's not a making money also. We need to think forward. If we are going to add employment, we are going to bring more things. Not only this particular business in Akron, we've been doing multiple businesses. Yes, if I had to make money, I can do in a different state and different county. But that's not only the intent. How are we going to grow together? How we are move forward? If that is the intent, we can solve the problem rather than we are going to talking about the problem only. Whether we want to solve the problem, innovative way, move forward, or we are going to hold, hey, I don't want to move. I want to sit here. That's what it is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. At this time, we're going to close our public hearing. Councilman Fusco, what is the committee's pleasure?
I'd like to pull the committee refer, take time on this item. Tina Boyes?
Yes.
Johnny Hanna?
Yes.
Sharon Connor? Yes. Refer this item, please.
Thank you. Item number 1 will be referred.
Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, February 26, 2024, during the special council meeting at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to establish a 4-unit apartment in a single-family residence use district at 1971 16th Street Southwest.
Mr. Antonucci?
Thank you, Madam President, members of council. Robin Blaurock is requesting permission to convert the mixed-use structure into a 2-family dwelling. The property contains a single-family dwelling facing Chester Avenue with a retail establishment attached to the back of the dwelling with access from 16th Street Southwest. The retail portion formerly contained the business Showcase Meats, who were able to operate at the site within the residential neighborhood under a legal nonconforming status. In 2019, Showcase Meats moved from the site to their current location on Manchester Road. The retail portion of the building has remained vacant, while the dwelling has been continually used as a rental unit. The legal nonconforming status expired in 2021, 2 years after relocating. Within that time, the petitioner attempted to fill the space with another business, but was unable to find a tenant. Instead, the petitioner is now requesting to convert the retail space into a dwelling unit. The petitioner is also the owner of the residential 2-unit dwelling adjacent directly to the north, intersecting at 16th Street and Silvercrest. A portion of the former retail building encroaches onto that parcel, including the parking lot. For that reason, the zoning division recommends the properties be combined, with the end result being the creation of a 4-unit complex on the single property. The parking lot will be available for 2 vehicles while also utilizing on-street parking. The petitioner's request to downgrade the structure from a retail use to a dwelling will lessen the intensity of land use in the neighborhood and bring it closer to conformance with the overlying single-family residential zoning. Planning staff and Planning Commission recommend approval, subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to open up our public hearing. Do we have anyone here wishing to speak in favor or against item number 2? Anyone here wishing to speak in favor or against? Would you please stand at this time so you may be sworn in?
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, "I do." Thank you.
Wonderful. So we will begin with those who want to speak in favor. You can approach the podium. And just please give us your name and your address for the record.
Robin Blaurock, owner of the property, 1971 16th Street. We spoke earlier. I really don't have anything else to add, so we're just here to see what the approval may be today.
Okay, thank you so much. If there's no one else wishing to speak in favor or against, we will close our public hearing. Councilman Fusco, what is the committee's pleasure?
I'd like to pull the committee for a favorable report with suspension of the rules. Connor? Aye. Boyes?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Or the committee is favorable.
Any further comments?
No, I know that the ward council person has been working with the community as well as the petitioner. There's 3 conditions that must be met, and I don't know if you have any comments or not.
Just quickly, thank you, I appreciate it. I was able to meet with an adjacent property owner who was a little concerned about the parking situation, spoke with the 2 property owners, and it sounds like there's some things that they're gonna work on to make sure that their tenants understand where to park. There is a small parking lot behind the property that's being converted into the residential that was once commercial that are being used by an adjacent property owner. So to kind of clarify where folks are going to park so that the property owner I mentioned who was a little concerned is able to get out of her driveway easily. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Any other comments at this time? The committee's report is favorable. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. We'll do a roll call.
Boyes?
Yes.
Connor? Davis? DeShazier?
Aye.
Fusco?
Aye.
Garrett?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Lombardo?
Aye.
McKittrick?
Aye.
Amobian?
Aye.
And Somerville.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 11-0. Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, February 26, 2024, during the special council meeting at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to establish a retail baseball softball training facility at 1277 Home Avenue.
Mr. Antonucci?
Thank you, Madam President, members of council. Jacob Summers is requesting permission to establish an indoor baseball and softball training facility at this location. Since such a use is classified as retail and not permitted in an ordinary industry use district by right, conditional use approval is needed. The proposed Summers sports, baseball, and softball training facility will occupy the former home of the conditionally approved Legacy Indoor Auto Sales business. The 64-year-old commercial structure contains 24,000 square feet of area. Paved parking for 50 spaces is located north of the building. Except for the installation of new signage, there will be no new changes to the building. The only interior renovations needed will be the installation of artificial turf and movable nets. The proposed use will not only revitalize a vacant building, but neighboring Chapel Hill retail businesses should also benefit. The well-maintained property meets all development conditions of the zoning code, and the planning staff and planning commission recommend approval, subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to open up our public hearing. Do we have anyone here in the audience who wishes to speak in favor or against item number 3? Seeing and hearing none, we will close our public hearing. Councilman Fusco, what is the committee's pleasure?
I'd like to pull the committee for a favorable report with suspension of the rules. Connor? Aye. Boys?
Aye.
Hannah? Hannah?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, the report of the committee is favorable. I know Phil Lombardo, the ward council person, is in favor of this, improving North Hill baseball. They need some, I guess, compared to some other areas in the city. Just joking. No, this is a nice reuse of an existing 24,000 square foot building, and so therefore we're recommending approval. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The rules have been suspended. The committee's report is favorable. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Roll call.
Boys?
Aye.
Connor? Davis? DeShazier?
Aye.
Fusco? Garrett?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Lombardo?
Aye.
McKittrick? Amobian?
Aye.
Somerville? This ordinance passes 11-0. Notice is hereby given that the following open comment public hearing will be held by the Council of the City of Akron on Monday, February 26, 2024, during the special council meeting at 5 p.m. Ordinance authorizing a conditional use to construct an automobile sales lot at 1410 Vernon Odom Boulevard.
Mr. Antonucci?
Madam President, members of council, Mohammed Hassan is requesting permission to establish an automobile sales lot on the premises. The existing building will become the sales office for Best Auto Sales. The paved parking area to the rear of the building would house approximately 25 vehicles for sale, along with spaces dedicated to customer parking. The business will be open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with 2 employees. The location is along a major arterial and adjacent to I-77. There are also several larger vehicle dealerships to the west of I-77. Most of the development in the area has changed from residential and retail commercial since the expansion of the expressway. This vacant dwelling was built in 1950 and has been conditionally zoned over the last 50 years for office use and most recently a beauty salon. The planning staff acknowledges that usage of the property as a single-family dwelling is not practical, and that a small automobile sales lot would be harmonious with the surrounding uses. If directional signage is installed and vehicle storage and parking is limited to the paved rear yard area, planning staff and planning commission recommend approval subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to open up our public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak in favor or against? I'm going to ask that you please approach the podium. Please give us your name for the record and your address. We'll swear you in first, though.
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, "I do."
I do.
Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Hazem. Address is 607 Brookstone Court, Copley, Ohio, 44321. I'm planning to open a car lot, and I will sell cars which are affordable to community And at this point, it's a little bit like a dark corner, so I'll put lights and keep the area clean. That would bring energy to the community. And overall, I think it'll be good if we repurpose the existing building.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
If there's no one else wishing to speak in favor or against, we will close our public hearing. Councilman Fusco, what's the committee's pleasure?
I'd like to pull the committee for a favorable report with suspension of the rules. Connor? Boys?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
For the committee's favorable, asking for suspension of the rules.
Okay, there's no objections. Rules have been suspended.
Planning Department recommend approval. I know Ward Council person, yourself, Ms. Somerville, you're in favor of this. Therefore, we're recommending approval this evening.
Okay. Thank you so much. The rules have been suspended. The committee's report is favorable. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Roll call.
Boys?
Aye.
Connor? Davis? DeShazier?
Aye.
Fusco?
Aye.
Garrett?
Aye.
Hannah?
Aye.
Lombardo?
Aye.
McKittrick?
Aye.
Amobian?
Aye.
Somerville.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 11-0.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Fusco, do you have something else?
Yes, time on 5 through and including 9. And then the committee wishes to file 10, 11, and 12. Time on the balance of the agenda.
Time will be granted. If there's nothing else coming before this committee, can we have a motion for adjournment? No objections, meeting adjourned.
Council will resume at 6:30 tonight for their regular meeting. Thank you.